This episode is proudly sponsored by HelloFresh.
Hello everyone and welcome to the boat tour.
Our lovely home, Narrowboat Alba, is for sale.
So Alba is 62 foot long and we have the privilege of having a cruiser stern, so loads of room for activities. We've had tables and chairs out here. We've had 4 people eating out on the back here. You might be able to squeeze more if you have small friends. But yeah, really good space. We've also got a really flat roof as well for activities. You've probably seen Marina doing yoga, or even myself just lounging around up there. We've got 2 Mahusive solar panels. In the summer we use no sort of engine or generator to produce electricity. The solar covers all of our needs, and actually in the winter we only have to run the engine about an hour a day. During the day solar does all of our power needs. So yeah, they're really new. I'll give you more details about what they are. Should we go inside? So Alba has a Beta Marine 43 horsepower engine. We think the engine was replaced in about 2007, which is a good engine. It's reliable, it runs smoothly. We've also got internet setup on board. So we've got an antenna that comes down through the roof and feeds out to here, so you can get the best Wi-Fi possible. So what's great about Alba, as you probably have seen over the last 5 years, is she's all set up for liveaboard. So we've got solar, we've got Wi-Fi, great for 2 people sort of living and working aboard, working on laptop. We've got a 3,000 watt inverter, which is great because it's really easy to remember because it's a round number. But that's great, that does all of our power needs. It runs everything from an air fryer, albeit we do need the engine on while that's on, but yeah, it can take a heavy load hairdryer as well. We've got central heating as well, so in the winter we tend to have our log burner on from about October till May, which is great to keep like a constant temperature and sort of raise it. But if you've been out for a little while, or even on those cold mornings, just having the central heating is great. I think we've got about sort of 4 or 5 radiators, I think 4 radiators on board. Also really great for drying laundry. Our laundry often is dry within sort of 24 hours after popping the heating on for an hour.
Alba is 30 years old, and the benefit of that is that we can have an instant hot water. So we've got this gas boiler, which means with a click of a button we can have hot water on tap immediately, which is amazing all year round. Does not depend on solar or running an engine, so we are very privileged. And the reason I'm saying that because I think in new boats you're no longer allowed to install this on board, so we're very, very lucky and we love it. We have a gas stove and oven that works really well. We've been living on board for 5 years and I've never had a problem with it. We've been cooking whatever we wanted. We had dinner parties, so she works really well. That includes roast dinners, Christmas dinners, and anything in between. So here we've got a shoe rack that really helps us to tidy the shoes, but behind it is our electrical cupboards. So I'm going to show you our electrics. We've got a new switchboard which we're really proud of, where you can turn off all of the 12 volt lights. You can see the voltage. We also have a voltage meter that's got a Wi-Fi, so you can always see how much you've got on the batteries. And in the engine bay we have 4 lead acid batteries and 1 starter batteries, and they're relatively new, just about over a year old, so they're in a very good nick because we've been looking after them. And the other reason they're in a good nick is because we have solar and we rarely turn our inverter on. Only turn our inverter on in the winter when we're charging the batteries and stuff on board while the engine is running, and for the rest of the time, for another 23 hours a day, we are using stored power in our portable jackeries, or we just rely on solar because we have really good solar coverage. Moving off the boat is a big change for our lives, and we've been really busy, so I don't really have time to cook healthy and fresh meals, so having HelloFresh delivery has been a lifesaver. HelloFresh is a recipe box and they often deliver right to the boat or to the nearest road, which is amazing. All ingredients that are included in HelloFresh are freshly prepared and they're pre-portioned, making it very fast and quick to cook. So today I'm making a dish that is only going to take me 20 minutes. These recipe cards show how to cook step by step, so it's very easy and straightforward. I look forward to ordering HelloFresh because there are over 100 recipes to choose from and it's way easier than meal planning. Alright, let's try this. Really fresh, and I love the cheese. If you would like to try HelloFresh, get 60% off from your first box and free desserts for life. Who doesn't want that? Use the code and link below to get your offer. Thanks guys. Kitchen setup on Alba is amazing. When we moved here 5 years ago, I could not believe this is the biggest kitchen I've ever had. And the reason for that is because all of these cupboards, all of these units are full size, so the shelves are really deep and it's super ergonomic. And one of the most amazing things that I appreciate about this kitchen is that we have 5 drawers, so it is absolutely amazing to have quick access to all your stuff. And this is our lovely sink. So we installed a water filter under the sink, which is amazing, very easy to change. And the one we're using is ceramic filter, so you can compost the inners and use the ceramics in the pots and stuff like that. And you should be changing that about 6 to 9 months for 2 people on board.
This is R2D2, our semi-automatic washing machine. It's been great. We've even done bedding in here. We actually stole this idea off another YouTube channel. You kind of wash it with your detergent in here, spin dry, and then rinse and dry. But yeah, R2D2's been good. It is our second one. It does get a lot of use there as well. We also have, fantastically, a brilliant 12 volt Shoreline fridge. Quite a lot of boaters don't have fridges. I can understand in the winter you can kind of keep stuff outside and cool, but yeah, this has been great. It's got a freezer. You have to get used to a slightly smaller freezer, but yeah, definitely enough for 2 people living aboard. Doesn't use a great deal of power, however it is the most power consuming item that we have on constant on the boat. But yeah, it's been really good to us. So then this is our dining area. We found this perfectly sized table here. Great, it's got loads of drawers, herbs, spices, sort of cutleries, what have you. We have a bench here, but yeah, 2 people sit here. We can actually flip the couch. So when we flip the couch, we can have 4 people sat here. This was a really good find one day when we were out at, I think it was like HomeSense or somewhere like that. But yeah, perfect for this space, and has served well for a dining room. Really good kind of space to move around here. So next up is the living room. We got this sofa after a lot of research. Moving aboard a boat, obviously a narrow boat as well, quite often it can feel like you're living in a corridor or a bowling alley. So we wanted a sofa that faced this way, kind of breaks the space up, creates a living area, but it also needed to be a sofa bed. So yeah, a lot of research. This was handmade here in the UK. I think it's from Sofa Bed Barn. But yeah, this folds out into a really comfortable double bed. This ottoman then twists around to form part of that as well. As I said earlier, you can flip it up this way, so you can then sit at the table, which is a great innovation our friend came up with. It's got storage under here. It also has storage in the ottoman, so stuff like winter coats and boat coats have always gone under here. It's really comfy of an evening. But yeah, sometimes we move this bit out and have it as like cinema mode or snuggle mode. But yeah, most of the time we have it as an L shape again. So when we moved on board, we didn't have a TV or a computer here, and for the first couple of years we had a projector. So we put projector over here, projector on this wall, even without any fabric, and it worked really well because of the light color of the walls, and it worked really well. But then we ended up getting this for the last probably year, which works well as well. These drawers came with Alba and we're passing them on. So inside the drawers we found a complete set of maps for people who are cruising around the UK, and we're leaving them with Alba, so you can also use them. And this is our multi-fuel burner stove where you can burn wood and coal. It is 5 kilowatts, so it's really nice and toasty. And we also have a fan that works with the heat conversion, whatever. So it doesn't require battery and it moves the air around the boat to keep it all warm everywhere. We installed the steel backing so it radiates the heat
everywhere in the room. And let's talk about this lovely chest. So this is a chest where we store all our wood, kindling and all of the supplies. It's massive, it's got really good size, and it doubles up as seating. Just needs a nice cushioning, and we can have another 2 people on here. So Alba is a really good place for entertaining, and we had quite a few people here all at once. Let's go to the bathroom. So Alba has a walk-through bathroom, which is the most space efficient way of having a bathroom on narrowboats, and the treasure is having a whole bath in here. Obviously this is a smaller bath, but the bath is amazing and it's a really good feature that we absolutely love. We also have a sink and a compost toilet, which makes us completely off-grid, and we're not relying on schedules or pump outs or anything like that.
Oh, hi guys. I'm going to show you the bedroom. Bedroom was also a major selling point for us when looking at boats, and particularly Alba. Obviously there is so much room in here. You can lie down on the floor. I will demonstrate, with loads of room. Perfect if you enjoy yoga, as Marina does. We have a king size double bed, which pretty much takes the whole width. Not quite the whole width, because we've got sort of boards down here so you can use it as a bedside table. We've got 12-volt power as well by the bed, so we can charge our phones, plug in our Alexa. This side we have a wardrobe, full-size wardrobe, and then we've got a really large chest of drawers here, sort of his and hers either side. So there is a radiator in this room, as I mentioned earlier. We've got heating, so in the winter this is a nice top up as well. We have acres of storage under this bed. This bed is actually really quite high. It's nearly up to waist height, so we have had so much stuff stored under there. It's not something you want to go under every day, maybe once a quarter, because it's quite heavy, but oh, what a lifesaver. We were worried that we were going to have to downsize when we moved aboard, and in the end we didn't have to get rid of so much stuff. We're probably regretting that a little bit now, but we've got a king size double bed here, and comfort with paramount, I think particularly for your own bed. So we actually splashed out and we got a Simba mattress. Highly recommend Simba mattresses, very, very comfortable. But when we got it, it came in a roll, and then you unwrap it, put it in place. So the bed is coming with a Simba mattress. These mattresses normally are, you know, about sort of 700-800 quid. We're very sad to leave it behind, but don't think we can squeeze it out.
As you can see, Alba is a very light and bright boat. There are so many windows here, making her feel very light and airy. And she's not just a boat, she is a home that we had for 5 years. We initially thought we're gonna only do boat life for a few years, and every year we just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. We're not moving out because we don't love this lifestyle or Alba anymore. We're just moving on and starting a new chapter. But this boat is going to be an amazing home for someone else. She's set up for cruising, she's set up for being off-grid, she's set up for working from home for 2 people, for wintering, for moving around. Everything is here, and all you need to do is just move in. Everything is ready for you, and I hope you will love Alba as much as we do. So if you would like to see Alba and organize a viewing, click on the link in the description below and get in touch with us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this episode.